if you clicked on this video, you're probably preparing for your freshman year, or if you just wanted some college advice. Please take this video with a grain of salt though. Be ready to adapt to change. Hand is not being held. Stay on top of your responsibilities. But you are not going to make friends unless you put the effort to. Put yourself out there, you got it. I loved the freshman dorm. You're gonna have some character development living in these dorms. I'm staying up until like 5 in the morning. I'm gonna miss my dorm so much. Don't take that 8 a.m. class. But I think doing this will help with the feeling of being homesick. Like if you really don't feel like going out, don't go out. Never, never, never walk alone. People get like a little less mature. Be the bigger person. Let's talk dorm essentials. Let's talk about what clothes to bring. This year will be the best and fastest year of your life. Hi guys, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is what I wish I knew before my freshman year of college. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Nicole. I go to San Diego State University and I'm currently wrapping up my freshman year. Like literally as we speak, the day that I'm posting this, I am moving out of my college dorm. But if you clicked on this video, you're probably preparing for your freshman year, or if you just wanted some college advice. But it's so funny because I remember watching a bunch of these videos the summer going into my freshman year, and now that I finished my first year, I wanted to film and share my experiences. Please take this video with a grain of salt though. Obviously everyone's college experiences will be different. What works for me may not work for you, and that's okay, but I just wanted to share everything that I've learned from this past year, and hopefully it'll help some of you out. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy, but before we get into it, here's a word from today's sponsor. Thank you so much to Curology for sponsoring this video. As my school year comes to an end, finals pressure is definitely real, which is why I'm grateful to have a no-stress skincare routine. My favorite things about Curology is that they offer prescription skincare personalized for you, and the whole routine is simplified. Curology is a personal skincare service where dermatology providers create custom prescription formulas for your skin. I use these 4 products: the cleanser, my custom formula, the rich moisturizer, and the acne body wash. My custom formula RX includes 3 active ingredients that help treat my acne, dark spots, and redness. You can message your dermatology provider anytime to discuss skincare needs, and they can adjust your prescription formula if needed. Using Curology, I've been able to maintain a good routine to keep my skin happy and healthy, and I just love the personalized experience that comes with it. The products also have such a refreshing feel, and it helps me to be confident in all parts of my life. So start your Curology journey today at this link right here, which will also be down below in the description box. Use my link to get a special offer on your first box. Thank you so much to Curology for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back into it. A drink of the video, Pure Leaf Sweet Tea. I love this stuff. Okay, anyways, let's get into this. I have a lot to cover. This year will welcome a new sense of freedom and independence. Your freshman year of college is so exciting. Overwhelming at first, but definitely something to look forward to because you're coming from your senior year of high school, and now this is like the first time in your life where you won't have a strict schedule or really anyone telling you what to do. So this is the time to find yourself, reinvent yourself, and then also have fun. I will say though, be ready to adapt to change. It's definitely a big adjustment at first, especially if you're moving out from your hometown to a completely new area. You know, you're surrounded by completely new people, and you're just about to gain some really new and fun experiences. So yes, it will be overwhelming at first, but once you find a groove and get into a routine that works for you, it does get easier, I promise. With that being said though, stay on top of your responsibilities. With that new sense of freedom and independence, no one is holding your hand anymore. Like, hand is not being held. You have no one telling you what to do or how to spend your time, and you don't even like have to go to class. That's literally how college works. But obviously don't do that and stay on top of your stuff. My biggest advice for this is having a to-do list or planner every single day, and then also an assignment tracker for all of your classes. So personally, I make daily to-do lists, also having like my week and month at a glance so I know what's coming up. And then at the beginning of every single semester, I will go on all of the syllabi that professors post and go through every single assignment, paper, test, final exam, and write that down just so it's all in one place and I know what I have to complete and when I have to complete it. This will make it so much easier so that you just know what you have to do. So find a system that works for you and stick with it. Join clubs and groups on campus to put yourself out there and make friends. I feel like one of the biggest things that incoming freshmen are always scared of is making new friends and finding their people in college. But if your school is similar to SDSU and they promote and encourage the clubs and groups on campus, take advantage of that. That's why I love State, is because they make it so accessible for you to join them. Multiple times throughout the year, there's always booths and tabling so that you can find your interests and find your people. But you are not going to make friends unless you put the effort to. Personally, I feel like I'm a pretty outgoing person, but at the same time, I'm like an extroverted introvert, if that makes sense. So there are definitely a lot of times where I need to challenge myself to just start talking to people and put myself out there, because you never know what friendships you are going to make. I still have friends from orientation where we were in like breakout groups because of our major, and I decided to talk to people that I'm still close with today. I also joined dance team on my school, and we start practicing in the summer before school even starts, so it was kind of nice going into the semester with a group already. I also joined Filipino club, and it's really fun because not only do I get to touch in with my culture, they do like a big little program where you get upperclassmen that mentor underclassmen, and it's just a really fun time. And then also just being on campus, like living in the dorms. I have some of my best friends that live in my hall, and I literally love them so much. Like in your classes or parties, like there are so many people to meet and you're gonna have so many opportunities to, so put yourself out there, you got it. My next one is try to enjoy living in the dorms. At SDSU, both first and second years have to live in the on-campus housing, which means freshmen live in freshman dorm. And don't get me wrong, I was definitely very scared and hesitant at first because obviously we're all used to living back home with our families, maybe not having roommates, and definitely not sharing a bathroom with like multiple people on a floor. But honestly, you guys, I loved the freshman dorm. I had so much fun living in my building, and it was definitely a highlight of my year. I was very lucky though because I was placed in one of the newer buildings on campus, and then also I did request for a single just for like personal and privacy reasons. But incoming freshmen, you're most likely gonna have roommates, like living in a double or a triples, so living with at least one or two other people. And I feel like that just teaches you a lot. Like you're gonna have some character development living in these dorms. They teach you about your own living habits, other people's living habits, and also how to compromise when it comes to like sticky situations. Also sharing a bathroom. Not every hall in my building is co-ed, but my hall is. And it was definitely an adjustment at first, you know, going to the shower in like my pink little robe and passing by a bunch of shirtless guys trying to wash their face or brush their teeth, but it truly was not that bad. Also, I don't know if it was like just our girls' bathroom. It was really clean in there. I think the boys' bathroom was a different story, but like our space was good, and like the sinks that were co-ed, those were fine as well. But also depending on how social the people around you are, it could be really, really fun because I'm close with a lot of my floor mates and we can just hang out like anytime, you know, like going to each other's room, hanging out at nighttime, staying up until like 5 in the morning, doing whatever you want. I feel like yes, there can be cons to living in the freshman dorms, but there also can be a lot of pros. So just make the most out of it because this will be like your one and only chance to have this experience, and it's truly an experience like no other. So try to enjoy it. I'm gonna miss my dorm so much. Moving on, when choosing classes, use the website ratemyprofessor.com and don't take an 8 a.m. class. There's a website called ratemyprofessor.com, and it's literally a whole page where professors are rated from their past students, like a 1 to 5 star rating. So basically like a student will take their class, and then when it ends, they can rate their professor and let other incoming students know how that professor was. So they'll talk about if it was a hard or easy class, if the teacher is quick to respond to emails or grading papers, if attendance is mandatory in their class, stuff like that. So when you're choosing your classes at like orientation or whenever you're going to choose them, weigh out your options, look at the professors, look at that website, and hopefully you can choose one that has like a 4 to 5 star rating, because I promise you it helps so much, and it will literally save you for a semester, like the difference between a 1 and 5 star professor. And then with that, while choosing classes, don't take that 8 a.m. class. Just don't take it, okay? Obviously this may be out of your control though, because let's say you do have to take this one class and like there's only an 8 a.m. option. Good luck, sorry about that. But also then again, if you're a morning person and you think your 8 a.m. will be completely fine, obviously take it if you think it'll be good. But like personally, I took an 8 a.m. during fall semester because I was coming from senior year. I thought I was a morning person and I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. It was not that fine. I'm also being dramatic though. It's not the end of the world if you have an 8 a.m. class. Like your girl, she made it. Was it hard to get out of bed? Yes. Every single time? Yes. But did I go? Yes. However, if there are options to have like a later time, like even a 9 a.m. or a 10 a.m., I would say choose those, just because let's say you're having like a late night or you just didn't get good sleep. Like waking up for an 8 a.m. it's just hard. But the glorious thing about college too is that there are literally classes the whole day and you choose what time to go. It is not like high school where you have period 1, period 2, period 3 right after each other. Like no, you can have a class at 10 a.m. and then like 4 p.m. I think there was a class at SDSU that goes from like 7 to 9 p.m. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to take that time, but that just shows you like college, you have this whole time range to choose. So just figure out what times work best for you and hopefully you can get those classes. With that being said, my next one is plain and simple. Go to class. Just go, you guys, okay? I'm gonna just say it. College, it's easy to skip. Once again, no one's holding your hand, no one is forcing you to be anywhere. So a lot of people just like don't show up to class. And look, okay, I will admit, did I skip some classes? Yes. Not that many, okay? But there were times where I like just didn't. And I don't know if you've heard this from anyone else before, but sometimes people explain skipping class as like a gateway drug. Like once you start, it's gonna be hard to stop. So just go to class. Just try your very best just to show up. It's not that hard, and also at the end of the day, you're literally paying to be here to get an education. So all I gotta say, just go to class. My next one is AP classes from high school come in clutch. I know every high school is different, but most likely you have something where you can take courses that will give you college credit. For my high school, it was called AP classes, and I'm here to let you know that all your hard work that you're doing for these classes will pay off in college. So for example, I brought my APES and AP Calc credits to college with me, and it helped me get ahead, and I didn't have to take some of my math and science courses that I would have had to this year. So it's just nice to know that you can take care of some of these courses while you're in high school, and it'll be an easier load for you in college. Oh, also, yeah, it's May. It's AP testing season right now. So good luck to all of y'all that have been working your butts off. Good luck on your tests. You're gonna do great. Get those scores up and bring them to college, and it'll come in handy. Call your family and hometown friends frequently. I remember last summer being so sad when I was leaving to college, because obviously that's when I was saying bye to my family and all my friends. But what matters most is that you establish in all of your relationships that you're both gonna put an effort to keep in touch and keep in contact throughout the year. I think I called my parents like every day of this year. I tried calling Christian and Sky often, keeping in touch with my friend group from back home, like doing little FaceTime calls or doing our Snapchat group active, or we would do like proof of life texts where we would all just take a picture like right when we got that text, so we all knew that we were alive and what we were doing. But I think doing this will help with the feeling of being homesick, because it was definitely hard at first, like adjusting not being around my family and hometown friends. But honestly, when you get used to your new college routine, your life can get really busy that sometimes you won't even have time to think of home. So make sure just putting an effort to keep in contact with all of your close loved ones, because as exciting as your new life in college is, you can always go back to your home life, and it'll be more exciting to like look forward to all of the breaks and coming home. Say yes to things, but don't force them. Saying yes was one of my ins for 2025 and one of my goals for spring semester, because I feel like I didn't really do that as much fall semester. And let me just say, it was a good goal and I tried my very best to do it, and I feel like it definitely helped my spring semester be like a really fun time. Because something that I learned very quickly at SCSU is that yes, it's a party school, but there are always things that are happening. Like, you'll never be bored here. There is always something to do, which can be a really exciting thing. And so saying yes will help you gain new experiences and also help you put yourself out there in situations that maybe you wouldn't have in the past. And I will say, some of the most fun nights I've had here were like the most spontaneous ones, where maybe I didn't like plan on going out that night, but then my friends were like, you're coming out, and so I did, and I had a blast. But at the same time though, the second part to this advice is don't force it. Like, if you really don't feel like going out, don't go out. I don't know, personally I feel like I'm not like the party type girl every single day. Like, I also need good sleep. I also love laying in my bed and watching a good show, making some ramen, and then just calling it a night. So yes, say yes, have fun with your friends, but if you're really not feeling it and you just want like some alone time or just a night in, that is okay too. Staying on the topic of going out though, always have a friend wherever you go and have a plan of how you're getting there and getting home. Never, never, never walk alone, especially at nighttime. Okay, you guys, like, just don't do it. Just so you can stick together, just so that you have like another pair of eyes on you to make sure that both of you are safe. And then with that, have a plan of how you're getting there and getting home. A lot of the time too, some of your friends might not live in like the same area or building that you do. So just make sure you have a plan of how you're getting there and back, and you're not walking alone. Just don't get kidnapped, okay? It's like the scariest thing ever. Oh my god. At the end of the day, I am totally a fan for going out, having fun, going to parties, whatever. But at the end of the day, as long as you're responsible and safe, that's what truly matters. Next thing I want to say is that people are still immature. I wanted to add this because not that I had the expectation that like once you move from high school to college, like people are just like all of a sudden so mature. I realized this year it's almost like the opposite. Like, it's almost like because you have so much freedom and less responsibility in college, people get like a little less mature. But honestly, this is kind of the time to do so. Like, after your 4 years of college are up, that's when you're really put out into the real world and have a lot of responsibilities on your plate. But I just wanted to let you guys know that freshman year, you're probably gonna encounter some really interesting people, and they may not make the most smartest decisions, but again, this is kind of the time to do so. Here's just your daily reminder to be the bigger person. Sometimes people just want a reaction out of you, but if you don't give it to them because they don't deserve your time and energy, they're just gonna realize and then back off, hopefully. So only focus your attention on things that really matter to you. Surround yourself with some good people and have the time of your life. Hey, next let's talk dorm essentials. I've compiled a list of all the things that were necessities for me this year and honestly just made the biggest difference. So here we go. First things first, I don't think this is gonna come as a surprise to anyone. My ice machine. If you know, you know. I love her so much. We have one back at home and I was like, yeah, definitely bring that to college. And mine's pink. It's literally the cutest thing ever. She's a little noisy at times. It's fine, I could just turn her off. Anyways though, it helped me so many times throughout this year. Being on dance team, we had practice and workouts every single week, and of course you have to stay drinking water, so it was just always refreshing to have ice cold water. So my floor mates would always come in here to grab some ice too, and I just loved it, so it was great. Next, a good mattress topper. Oh my goodness, you guys, my mattress topper is from Pottery Barn. I think it's like the Tempur-Pedic one. It makes the biggest difference for your sleep. I remember like feeling the bed when I had just first moved in, like before I brought in all my stuff into my dorm, and I was like, oh, it's a little uncomfy. So I'm really glad that I got a mattress topper, because you guys know I love my dorm bed. Like, I've gotten some real good sleep in this thing, and the mattress topper was definitely a big factor within that. Yeah, so definitely don't come to college without a mattress topper. Next are house slippers. I have little house slippers that I wear just in the dorms. So in my room, in the hall, going to the bathroom, and then I don't wear them like when I step outside the building. I've seen some of my floor mates like be barefoot throughout the whole building, like literally bare toes on the bathroom floor. Personally, I don't recommend that. I feel like that's not the most sanitary. Just get some house slippers. Next, some ramen. This year I had a noodle cart of ramen and oh my god, it was so good. Obviously, as a freshman, you're probably gonna have meal plan, so you'll probably have like a set amount of money or some meal swipes that you can use at the restaurants or dining hall on campus. And like, yes, it's very convenient having that. Think about the nights where you're already cozy up in bed and don't want to walk like all the way to the dining hall. I recommend having some quick or heat up meals just in your dorm room to eat whenever. And so personally, for me, it was ramen. Might have been bad how much ramen I ate this year, but it did come in clutch like all the time. Like when I would get home, it was late at night, just wanted a quick bite real quick, ramen, boom. Next one is just like a personal thing, but stuffed animals. You can see my little collection back there. They look so cutie pie. But this one in particular, my little squish, she's so cute. I call her Cuddles. Where's the Snuggles? Fun fact, I've actually named all of my stuffed animals. I have some on my little like couch chair right there too, and some of my floor mates helped me name them as well. But I can't forget, this might be Cuddles or Snuggles. I just think they add a lot to the room. I mean, they're just like so freaking cute. And then also I hug this one to sleep every single night and I'm so cozy. This definitely won't evoke as much joy as it does for me, for a lot of other people, but I love having my stuffed animals, so maybe you can use that to judge up your room. Next is a fan. The dorms can get really hot sometimes. Also, I live in San Diego now, so it gets really hot here. Thankfully, the AC in this dorm building is really good, especially mine too. I think because I have less bodies in here. Like I know some of my friends are in a triple, it kind of gets hotter in their room because there's more bodies in there, but sometimes the AC isn't cutting it, so get a fan. It'll be nice just to like circulate in the room. Oh, and an air purifier, that too, to keep the air clean and a little less musty, you know, because the dorms can get kind of messy. Next, we have a Swiffer and a vacuum, and just honestly cleaning supplies in general, but these two things help me out a lot. My little Swiffer, you can mop the floor, and then the vacuum just to clean not only the floor but like areas everywhere. Like it gets dusty. It gets dusty in here. So having cleaning tools and devices will help because you should be cleaning your dorm at least once a week, honestly, because it gets dirty fast. Next is extra storage. I put bed risers on this bed and then put drawers under it so I could put more clothes, and it honestly was a lifesaver because the dorm comes with a dresser, but there's no way I could fit all my clothes in there. So it's nice having extra storage because most likely you're not gonna fit everything that you plan on bringing. Plugs with multiple outlets or like extension cords. Your girl's got a lot to charge, I've realized. You know, you got your phone charger, your laptop, watch, camera charger, hair appliances, you know, different things. You'll just realize you have to plug some stuff in the wall, so it'll be nice to have like multiple outlets. And then my last dorm essential is a vanity. I got one that has like lights on it and extra storage for my products as well, and it was honestly also a lifesaver because one, it's really cute and it holds a lot of stuff, but two, it's nice having a place to get ready. It's one of my favorite areas in my dorm and it helped me every day. So those are my dorm essentials, made the biggest difference. Next, let's talk about what clothes to bring. This obviously will differ depending on what area you live in, but I wanted to add that I did, you guys, at the beginning of the year. I tried with my outfits, I tried putting in effort, but at the end of the days, your girl always ended up in loungewear. You're gonna need to bring some sweat sets, so a good hoodie or crew neck, some good sweatpants or joggers. I don't know, I feel like this is every college student. Like you can try to look cute, but like you're probably just gonna end up in comfy clothes, which is not a bad thing at all. I love my comfy clothes. So definitely bring some loungewear. I have like a few sweat sets that I brought and I kind of just like filter throughout all of them. If your school is like state and you have a pretty good party scene there, make sure to bring some going out tops and bottoms. I like to wear some like cute corsets and maybe some shorts or a skirt, some jeans, bring some activewear. I have a whole drawer of all of my workout clothes, so whenever I'm going to the gym, I'll be ready. Bathing suits. Obviously in San Diego, you definitely need some bathing suits. Not only do people tan here like every single day before, after, in between classes, but also we have dages here, and attire for that is usually just a bathing suit. And then also some outerwear like jackets. Even in San Diego, it gets pretty chilly at nighttime, but let's say you're going out to dinner with your friends or you have like a little event, a nice jacket will help. Kind of going with the same thing. Next, let's talk about what shoes to bring. Like I mentioned during the dorm essentials part, house slippers for sure, so you can wear them in your living area. Also just sneakers. Also just a pair of sneakers for every day. I also like wearing my Uggs when like going to class, just walking around campus. Again, being cute and comfy. Some boots, especially if you're going out, you're definitely gonna need some boots. I have a pair of like long black boots that I love wearing out, like on the weekends and stuff. And then some cowboy boots. You could also wear that at nighttime on the weekends or wear them to like dages. Personally, I feel like boots always complete a party outfit and I think it's so cute. Workout shoes, like running shoes, self-explanatory. And then sandals. And my last piece of advice is that this year will be the best and fastest year of your life. Obviously, every single college freshman is going to have a different experience, but college and just life in general truly is what you make of it. You have control over a lot of things, so just keep that in mind when you're going into this year. But personally, this was honestly the best year of my life, you guys. I love being in San Diego. I love being at San Diego State. I'm so grateful for all the people that I met this year, the memories that I've made, the experiences that I've gained. It was just a year like no other, and I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about other people. school, and I truly wouldn't have traded any experience from this year for anything. With that, it was also the fastest year of my life, you guys. Like, I can't believe my freshman year has come to an end. Like, there's actually no way. It feels like I just moved in yesterday. But then at the same time, a lot did happen this year, so like I believe it. But it's just crazy how fast it went. That just shows though, these years will go by really, really fast. I have a feeling like my sophomore year is gonna go by even faster. But any incoming freshmen, get ready. I hope you have a really great time and make the most out of everything, because you will never get your freshman year back. Enjoy. Which brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, what I wish I knew before my freshman year of college. Stay tuned for a few more vlogs regarding my freshman year. I am currently vlogging my last week here, and then also I'm gonna do a move out vlog. So you're not getting rid of me yet, but I hope this helped some of you. If you guys have any college advice as well, comment them down below. If you have any questions, comment them down below. We can all have a little chat down there. But if you guys stayed till the end of this video, comment down below. The face with like 2 stars in its eyes. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and comment down below, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the family channel, and turn on all the post notifications. I will see you guys back with another video. I love you guys so much. Stay positive. Bye. Mwah.